Hi, I'm Sarah, a research analyst at Angel Publishing, one of the largest investment research firms in the world with over 500,000 followers. At $816 billion and counting, the U.S. defense budget is one of the greatest honeypots of all time. But if you're chasing Raytheon, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, or any other big defense contractors, odds are you're leaving money on the table, especially when smaller defense contractors whose shares often trade under $10 offer so much more upside. Take Force Protection, for instance, a small company that once traded under 10. It makes the mine-resistant trucks that keep our soldiers safe from IEDs. It delivered a 1,621% windfall in less than a year and a half. Then there's Point Blank Solutions, a maker of the body armor we use in Iraq, another stock under $10. It soared 3,029% in less than 5 years. Even Simrad Optronics. It's a maker of high-end observation and target acquisition systems for light and heavy military vehicles. It only took a little over a year to deliver 1,141% gains if you bought shares while they were still cheap. So what are the next big plays that you might want to consider? The first is Rocket Lab USA, trading for around $5 a share. Its shares jumped in trading in the wake of a new $515 million contract with the US government. The deal calls for Rocket Lab to design, build, deliver, and operate 18 space vehicles. Headquartered in Long Beach, California, Rocket Lab's technology has enabled more than 1,700 space missions worldwide from the James Webb Telescope to critical communication satellites. Its customers include NASA, the Space Force, and DARPA, the top secret arm of the Pentagon responsible for some of the biggest breakthroughs in military history. Shares are up over 26% in the last 3 months. The second is an MIT startup called Kopin Corporation, trading under $5 a share. They have huge contracts with the Defense Department and are the sole suppliers of the new virtual reality helmets used by pilots of the new F-35 fighter plane. These systems enable pilots to interpret tactical, flight, and sensor data without fatigue or dizziness, giving them a big advantage in aerial combat. They also provide digital displays for combat vehicles like the Abrams tank. Before that, they were the first company in the world to volume produce heterojunction bipolar transistor wafers, which are still the workhorse in every smartphone sold today. Shares are up 70% in less than a month. As for the third, it's a deeply connected AI firm that recently IPO'd that could make you 425% in a very small window and 10 times your money in the long term. Here's why. Security threats are evolving faster than we are. Now, artificial intelligence is the most significant battlefield development since Oppenheimer unleashed the atom bomb, and the stakes this time are as high as they were in the Cold War. That's because the next war won't be won by brawn, or logistics, or even billion-dollar weapon systems, but sophisticated AI software. Now hundreds of billions of dollars are at stake. That's why the Pentagon has been quietly pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into a small contractor whose AI platform is already being used on the battlefield of Ukraine to dramatic effect. Along the way, this firm has secured more contracts than you can count with the FBI, CIA, DHS, NSA, the Marine Corps, Air Force, West Point, and Special Operations Command, where it just landed a $436 million deal. So to say this company has a leg up with the US government may be one of the biggest understatements of all time. Now, it has a practical stranglehold on the AI development budget that is set to go through the roof. Since the National Security Commission is pushing to increase federal spending on AI from $2 billion in 2022 to $32 billion by 2026, that's a 1,500% increase over the next 4 years. It all adds up to one big thing: big money. How big? All the details can be found right here or in the description below. But don't wait. According to a company insider, its plan is to take the whole market. So until next time, again, I'm Sarah, and thanks for tuning in.